What are you saying, people? It's another episode.
Bruv, it's hot today.
Bruv.
So yeah, I thought I'd put on the sunglasses.
Bruv.
You know what I mean?
The weather is nice.
A mazza.
It's nice. Bruv, how you been?
Bruv, I'm warm. But you know, I feel good. Like, you know, like, you know when London's warm, it's good energy.
Nice. Everyone's
in
out.
a good mood. Yeah, man.
Bruv, I've been hitting gym and everything.
know.
Rob, you know what? You know what, bruv? Fam, you know it's a year since we started filming, bruv.
Wow.
Literally.
Bruv, big up.
Big up. Literally, guys, it's a year.
Do you know why I say big up?
Yeah.
Bruv, not a lot of podcasts make it after a year, bruv.
I know.
Some podcasts don't make it after like 10 episodes, bruv, or 20 episodes. So, big up me now, bruv.
But you know what, Rob? Actually, I think this episode, we should actually reflect. Yeah. I mean, guys, you know what? It's mad, you know. Actually, Rob, yeah, no, this episode.
But before you start, I do apologize. Are they subscribed?
Yeah. Actually,
You know?
no, bruv, you know what, yeah? I'm not going to lie to you. Subscribes have been creeping up, you know.
Have they?
They have, innit?
Well done,
So,
well done,
yeah,
well done.
everyone, you guys have been
Much
listening.
appreciated. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so they have actually been listening. Do you know what I mean? But, guys, you know what to do. You know, we are on Twitter. We are on TikTok. We're on Instagram. On Spotify, you're going to see it there.
Yeah.
It's going to appear up on your screen. You got myself and Robert, our ats.
You know.
Do you know what I'm saying? So you like, subscribe, and share. Bruv, we've started having guests on.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So, we've got our first guest episode next week on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, that's going to be like the next level
Of our podcast, yeah.
and everything now, you know, we're going to be branching out. We've got some fantastic guests, some fantastic people.
Bruv, I've had so many messages in our email. So guys,
Yeah,
listen, just to say, we've had a lot of emails from people who want to come on to the podcast. I've seen it. So guys, like, we are getting back to everybody, do you know what I'm saying? But no, I agree with you, Rob. We're elevating, do you know what I'm saying?
But bruv, listen, this is a short one, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we need to reflect.
But it's a good one, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you how I've been feeling recently, okay? Right? And I haven't really told you. No, I think I've told you in little drips and drabs, right? Yeah. And it goes on to the conversation of what we're going to talk about, whether it be professional progress or if you feel stale in your particular job role, whatever.
Yeah.
And so every now and then recently, I have like this empty stomach or butterfly feeling. You know, sometimes when you're like a girl and you know, like you got them butterflies.
Yeah.
Thinking about them, whatever, whatnot. But it wasn't. It was like that, but it wasn't for that. It was like something's missing, and I wasn't sure what was missing. And then it's like, you know, like you're working.
Yeah.
But you're working and you're fulfilled. You've studied for your profession.
Yeah, you've got your degree.
Yeah, you've got your qualifications. You're doing the job role. You know, there's a specific expertise in your job role that you're good at and what you do. But then sometimes, and this is how I've been feeling recently, there's a little bit of unfulfillment, or I feel like I haven't achieved enough. And sometimes...
Yeah, that imposter syndrome kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like, I think, oh, but hang on a minute. When I look at my CV or I think about my experience, I've done a lot, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, bruv, the thing is, you have. I gotta admit, because
not just me, but I'm talking generically. This is how a lot of people
are feeling.
Do you know what I mean? So
not even me, Rob. I'll be real with you, because in terms of like job satisfaction, I mean, I look at how long I've been a social worker for. I mean, bruv, it'll be 11 years. You know.
Wow.
11 years, and I look at kind of how I've progressed. I look at the different kind of positions that I'm doing in terms of like the lecturing, looking at being a practice educator, being a team manager. It's a lot. But Rob, there's a part of me that still feels that actually, you know what? I can go one level further. I mean, I do, Rob, want to get into that senior management realm. I do want to...
That's probably the next step now.
Yeah, next step. Because for me, Rob, I just feel in terms of where I'm at the moment, going into senior management, for me, is really going to help me break that glass ceiling. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think I've said it before in previous episodes that there's not a lot of young black male managers, team managers, let alone service managers or senior managers. So I still feel, Rob, that there's a little bit more that I need to do in terms of my career progression, because I think that once I break through that glass ceiling, that's where I'm going to make the difference.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think it's crazy because, look, you're a social worker, but I cover, so example, I started as a youth worker. From youth worker, I went to a teaching assistant.
Yeah, I want to ask you, what was your origins, innit? Yeah.
So from a teaching assistant, I went to a mentor. From a mentor, they trained me to be a qualified child counsellor. From that, I went to inclusion, which is behaviour. But bruv, it's not even about, you know, the roles or what I've achieved, and it goes on and on. I get bored quite quickly.
Yeah.
No,
I know you do. I know.
No. Like I get. It's like, okay, what's next? It's almost like that.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
And it's like, what's next?
Yeah.
And I get itchy feet where it's like, oh man, like, I need to do something else. It's almost like the whole novelty of a specific job role. I want more, and it's like I'm not getting more. And when I don't get more, it's like, what do I do next and everything? Yeah. And I think sometimes for our fellow professionals as well, as we know, there's a massive turnover in social care right now.
And bruv, and teachers as well. Have you seen the stats recently?
It's
massively
right now. It's also worrying, but I think as well, there's nothing wrong with not being content, because why should you be content?
Yeah, no, it's true. If you should have more for yourself in terms of where you're at, then there's nothing wrong with wanting to progress. It's like me, bruv. Like before I became a social worker, I was a young person advocate. You know, like I worked for my local authority at 16. I was a young person advocate. I worked for family group conferences. Yeah. And I was also a mentor as well before I went into social work. But I kind of knew where I wanted to go and how high I wanted to go. But yeah, it's a sense of like, you know what, actually, I want to do a bit more. You know, I want to do a bit more in terms of not just doing the social work aspect, but doing other things in social work. And brother, I'll be honest with you, the podcast that me and you have done, it has opened some doors.
Oh yeah.
It has opened quite a lot of doors that I didn't even think I was going to get into, like,
and potential opportunities
as well, into like the political arena, in sense of like the petitions that I'm doing. So Rob, it's opening a lot of doors, to be honest with you. And I kind of want to go into different interprofessional spaces. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, but I think, bruv, I think if you look at it, job satisfaction, I think there's no reason why, if you feel as that, actually, you know what, I've done what I need to do, I want more. Or actually, if you feel as that, actually, I want to leave social work and go down another avenue, or education.
Exactly. And I think, for example, I had a conversation with a social worker last week. She said to me, Robert, I actually want to leave my job role. She said, it's just, she said, I'm not enjoying it no more, right? Yeah. But there's also teachers, they're not enjoying it. And it's almost like they're at a bit of a stopgap or a road work, and they don't know what to do next. And then I say to them, bro, listen, you've got a teacher qualification, or you've got a social work qualification. And
exactly.
There's so much things that they can go into, you know, because look, there are teachers that have gone on to be a social worker. There are social workers that have gone on to be teachers, or YOS workers. So there's many things that they can, you know, dibble and dabble.
You don't need to just stay in local authority. There's other areas within the social care field other than working in a local authority. Like, you don't have to, once you qualify to become a social worker, you don't have to go into local authority. There's so many different, like, other areas in health and social care and education that you can go to, that you can use your degree to. But that's how I wanted to ask you, bruv. Even now to this day, bruv, a year on, you still ain't done your social work degree yet.
Do you know, can I be honest with you, right? Yeah. And like, you know, that's why I think everything's timing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be honest with you, and I've told this to you. I think my days are numbered doing frontline work, right? Now I'm being honest with you, right? It's, I feel like I've done that niche now, yeah, and I feel
you feel fulfilled in terms of what you've done.
Yeah, I feel fulfilled, and I feel I've done it now, yeah, and soon I'm gonna have the time to do my social work qualification, which I would do with a breeze.
Good.
But then also as well, I'm at the place now where I want to open up my own wellbeing center or a center for, you know, children with behavior needs. That's the level that I'm thinking now, bro. Yeah. Because as I said before, it's almost like I've trampled on it, I've jumped on it, you know, I've caressed the job, I've loved it, I've hated it, I've come back.
You're at the point where, you know, you feel like, you know, actually the front line stuff. And I agree with you. I think for me, Rob, where I don't feel fulfilled at the moment, I don't feel fulfilled in the areas of leadership. That's where my biggest gap is.
Yeah.
So my biggest thing for me right now, because the frontline social work stuff,
Yeah.
I've done that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done that for a long time. That's all I've ever done is frontline child protection.
Yeah.
But obviously being a manager now, you know, it's 3 years.
But you know what? Let me ask you. Sorry to cut you right.
Yeah.
Because look, so you've been a social worker for 10 years.
Yeah, bro.
That's a decade. That's a long time, bro.
It's a long time, bro.
So let me ask you a question, right? Yeah, because you know sometimes when you are at a length of job that long, and also it's very rare nowadays that you hear people being at specific job roles for over 10 years. You know, especially in local authority where people just tend to change.
Yeah.
5 years, 6 years, 4 years, 3 years, whatever or not. So in that length of time where you've, you know, been involved with social work,
Yeah.
I'm sure at times complacency must come in. I'm sure at times just too relaxed. How have you managed to sort of like maintain that 10 years? Because after a while, bruv, as you, right, you know, you don't want your job to become a chore, because sometimes I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes,
Yeah.
you know, I begin to find what I'm doing a chore, you know, not me being unprofessional,
Yeah.
but do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how are you maintaining? Because look, I have every faith that you're always going to maintain your excellent expertise and professionalism, right? But what I'm talking about in terms of being a social worker for 10 years is a long time, yeah. So in that time, even though you've progressed, don't you want more? Or is it that, okay, this is my niche and I want to do A, B, C, D, and then when I get to like F, I'm going to stop and then go to the next level? Like, so
To be honest with you, Rob, it's a bit of both, because I think from the very beginning when I qualified, I knew I wanted to go into leadership, and I knew that there was a lot of hurdles and hoops that I needed to go and jump. I think one thing I would say, and you know, a lot of people tend to move around local authorities, because actually it's also kind of good for you to look at how other local authorities work. Do you know what I'm saying? It is good because it gives you versatility on your CV. Though it shows stability if you're in one place, it gives you versatility to know that you can go to different areas and go up. But I think for me, Rob, where I've wanted more has always been to do with leadership. You know, I've always said to myself that I need to be the one to break down that barrier. I need to be sitting in those rooms with those big people. I need to be on par with them, because I've wanted to be able to change that narrative, particularly as a black man, as a young black man from the very beginning. That's what I've always aspired to kind of be. So I've always kind of wanted. That's what I want more. And I think, Rob, once I break that barrier, I'll be content. Then I can say, you know what, actually, you know what, I am gonna branch off now. I think I've reached the top of where I need to reach. I'm able to implement changes where I can. I'm able to change policy. I'm able to, you know, create impactful work. You know, so that's where I kind of feel I'll be fulfilled. But having said that, Rob, the other side of it as well, and I think where the podcast as well has helped, the podcast has really helped me to grow in the sense that tapping into other people and other professional networks as well that have opened doors have also allowed me to think, you know what, actually, that you can actually move away from the statutory arena, and you can go to someone else and use your voice and skills elsewhere.
Yeah, because I mean, as I said before, and this is me talking, this is a generic conversation, not just about me and Nana, but as I said before, there's right now, in 2023, now, in the month of June, there are week to week, day to day, social workers and teachers or whatever field you're in, they want to resign, they want to leave, they want to leave their job role. And what it is though, bro, this is another thing as well. They are mentally drained. Now, who actually wants to work in a job that's always mentally draining? You're going to be sick, bro.
You're not going to be satisfied. And you know one thing, Robert, what's happened as well is that you mentioned a good point earlier about the fact that when you lose passion for the job,
that's what's happening.
Yeah. So for me, when you lose passion for being a social worker, and you're like, you know what, I'm done. That's the time to actually leave. And you know what, Robert, it's not a bad thing.
It's not.
If you're teaching and say, you know what, I've had enough. if you're a social worker and said, you know, I've had enough, I'm coming out, bruv.
Yeah.
There's a lot of social workers right now.
Yeah, brother, repeat it again, because like I think that's very important that you say that, you know, right?
Yeah,
it's not the end of the world,
yeah,
you know?
it's not the end of the world if you feel that, you know what, in my job role as a social worker, I'm not satisfied. In the sense that I don't have the passion anymore.
Yeah.
Because when you recognize that and you know you need to go,
Yeah.
you actually need to go. It's actually not a bad thing, bruv.
It's not.
Bruv, there's social workers who I speak to all the time, and they say, Nana, you know what? I'm done with local authority.
Yeah.
I'm done with frontline child protection. It's my time to bow out and go. And it's not a bad thing, because more times when you stay, you're not going to give the families the right level of support, because actually the passion's not there anymore.
No, you're actually doing more harm than good.
You actually do more harm than good, yeah.
Like, and I'm going to second that. I'm going to echo again what you said as well. It's okay. It's okay. Do you know, it's okay to not be content. It's okay to not settle, you know. No, it's okay, you know.
Yeah, it's okay.
You know, and I think what it is, what I do like nowadays, there's a lot of go-getters nowadays, right? Yeah. You know, entrepreneurship is on the rise now. Now, if you're a social worker, right, you have the expertise. Let me just repeat it. You have the expertise of working with the most challenging and most vulnerable young people and families, yeah? If you're a teacher, whether it's in a primary school, a secondary school, a SEN school, an alternative provision, you have the expertise of working with a different multitude of different types of students, right? Yeah.
Because, bruv, I know teachers who work in social care, you know.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Enough teachers.
So the thing is, you can take that expertise into another field and
can.
and quadruple your pay, and also have a little bit of, oh, this is really good, right? Because it's about what's the word I'm looking for? It's about
like, bruv, I know social workers who are opening up their own residential.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Bruv, there's enough social workers who are like, you know what?
Right.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the tip that I'm on right now. Yeah. Because as I said before, right, for me, I'm about what's next.
Yeah.
What's next? What do I want to do next? You know, what do I want to achieve? What's going to give me satisfaction? And I think that's what it is, bruv. I get bored quite quick, and I don't know why that is. You know, right? It's almost like I fall out of love of things.
What it is, Robert, I'm going to use what you always say. What it is, I think it's like, you know when you get Coke and it's fizzy, you got that buzz in it.
Yeah.
But when it goes flat,
Yeah.
it goes flat and it's like, all right, well, what's next? Like, where's the buzz in it?
Yeah, what's next?
So I'm saying, so like, there's nothing wrong, people, if you're looking to leave the field or leave local authority, then, like I said, nothing wrong with it.
Do you know what I want? This is what I want, right?
Bruv, I'd love to do my own. Do you know what I'd love to do? Yeah. I would love to do my own mentoring scheme.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I did it when I was 16, you know.
Why not? Why not?
I'd love to do, like, if
Why
me
not?
and you, but you know what the thing is?
Yeah.
Because somebody messaged me and said to me, Nana, you know what?
Yeah.
Why don't you do your own mentoring team?
Yeah.
And it's like, bruv, like,
No, we'll do it.
bruv,
We'll do it.
we need to do
We'll
it. Because, why can't me and you do our own little mentoring thing?
Because this is another thing as well, brother, right? This podcast, right, yeah, it's, for me, it's not just about, you know, social care or education, right, yeah? It's about, the core of it is sectors and professionals who work with young people and families, yeah? All
Yeah.
right? That is the basis of this podcast, right, yeah? And the common theme and the common denominator that we have, right, yeah, is that we all work with young people and vulnerable family. That's the common denominator, right?
Yeah.
Now,
it's all overlap.
right, if you've got Jenny that lives in Sheffield, right, yeah, or you've got Billy that's in Ipswich, right, yeah, and he's like, there's this building, it's been empty for, you know, the last 2 or 3 months. I think it'd be a good semi-independent, you know, place, you know, to like open.
Yeah.
And he says, oh, Robert, what experience do you have? So Robert might go up to Ipswich now, right, yeah, take a look at the place, right, yeah, and then me and Billy now have a partnership. So it's about it's about partnerships.
That kind of partnership working.
Well, yeah, like,
it's true.
Working with fellow professionals with the same mindset, you know.
Yeah.
And how can we help the families? How can we help young people?
And this is
what
it,
can
Rob.
we put in place?
And this is it. And this is the reason why I agree with you that that it is important to kind of think outside the box. I'll admit, I was very, very, very boxed in, thinking, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Local authority, that's the be all and end all of social.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta admit, when I first qualified, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's just local authority. That's all you got to do.
But I'm gonna
and
be honest with you.
it's not.
But bruv, no disrespect, right? Yeah, local authorities do not think outside the box. That's part of the problem, right? No, but I think, let me be careful here. In fact, no, it's a conversation. I think what you said is quite important. Different local authorities or different boroughs work
local
differently.
authorities, they work differently.
They work
Do you know what I
differently.
mean?
Yeah.
Obviously,
So,
they're all under like central government. The whole like central government, the core thing is central government. But
Yeah.
different local authorities work differently.
Yeah,
But I think for me, it's like, as what you said. I mean, Rob, like I said, you know what? On a deeper frequency, bruv, like I said, somebody's asked me and said, why don't the social worker and the mentor do their own mentoring? And bruv, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
We gotta take what they're saying seriously, though.
Yeah.
We have to, bruv.
But people, them listen. I just want to just like for us to have that little convo and don't be good, be great. Like don't settle. Like why settle when you can be great? Yeah, we could be the best.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to start something. Yeah, don't be scared to like partner with another social worker or a yacht officer or a teacher or someone from a charity or I don't know. It might someone who like. I don't know, you got the same wavelength or the same energy and, you guys think, oh my gosh, let's start a girls mentoring group or a girls mentoring scheme or a mentoring scheme for SEN children. There's so much that we can do in our sector. So let's make it happen, man. Let's create.
Absolutely. But you know what, Rob, before we go, one thing I want to ask, like, just because, just to also like reflect on the podcast, what's been like your highlight? Because it's literally been a year. What's been your highlight for the podcast?
Consistency. Yeah, consistency and absolutely fantastic feedback. And guess what? All the negative feedback is just perfect.
Yeah.
Because you know why? It means we're actually producing great content with great conversation. Because listen, let's keep it real. Not everyone is not going to agree what I say.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And the podcast is not about agreeing with myself and Rob.
Yeah, it's not.
The podcast is just about, we're having generic conversation here. And me and Rob talk about our own experiences.
Yeah.
So it's not about like, oh, Rob's right, Nana's right. It's not. People will agree with it. And like, actually having healthy debate and disagreements is a good thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I like that. This was nice, short and sweet.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, man. Sometimes that's how it has to be, sometimes, just chill and just talk
and vibe, innit?
And also, we've been real, because as I said before, I personally, right now, I feel a little bit empty. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not lost, but I don't want people to think, oh my God, what's going on? No. Listen, I'm still that guy. Listen, I'm still that guy,
100%.
Helping the young people and the families. Trust me when I say that.
Frontline
but there's nothing wrong with wanting more.
No, nothing wrong at all.
Come on, man. Do you know what I mean?
Nothing
Like, I want Nana to be great. Look, as I said before, what Nana don't know, I had Nana lined up before he even knew it,
Yeah, I know.
Trust me, man, so, but yeah, man. But listen, guys, thank you so much for a year of support.
100%. Thank you, guys, innit?
A year
support.
Yeah, just everything, man.
Yeah, and like I said, we got more coming this year, But guys, like I said, you know where to find us. You like, subscribe, and share. Like, we're on Twitter, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. I'm going to be an Apple soon, innit?
Yeah. Hey, and don't forget the sun cream because it's hot.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But yeah, guys,
Right, man, later,
bless up.
Yeah.
Bless